The world of sports also experienced some celebration this past weekend. On Saturday, the TCI Rugby Federation held their annual ball at the Beaches Resort and Spa. Let's take a look. Not in uniforms, but dressed up in suits and ties, in cocktail dresses and gowns. Members of the Turks and Caicos Islands Rugby Federation held their annual oval ball to honor some of their most improved players and to raise funds for the construction of their rugby field. WIV4 attended the event and spoke to President of the TCI Rugby Federation, Keith Barrett.
One of the objectives of the event is to raise the profile of rugby a little bit here in the Turks and Caicos Islands through a social event. We wish to recognize some of the people that have contributed significantly to rugby in the last year, and we're also hoping that it will raise some money for the pitch that we are building in the village at Grace Bay.
Barrett noted that the game of rugby has gained much recognition throughout the islands and encouraged residents to participate.
We're in a bit of a difficult position here because the majority of our players are expatriate and there's a high turnover. We've been trying to develop the youth rugby over the last 10 years, and it's difficult because there, up until recently, has been very few facilities for playing rugby, especially at the schools, which is where we want to get the players coming from. However, recently with the new national stadium and the FIFA soccer pitch, we are seeing more young kids coming up, and we're hoping to capitalize on that this summer.
More than $100,000 has been raised for the construction of the rugby fields, and another $100,000 is needed to finish the construction process, according to Barrett.
Essentially what we'll be doing is rewarding the most improved player throughout the year. We'll be rewarding the best rugby player, which qualifies from all categories, and then we'll recognize the best club, participant. And that may well be somebody that is playing or inactive player, but still very active within the club. We're also going to have a moment of silence to Francis McDonald, who passed away suddenly last year and who had been a referee and a strong supporter of rugby here in the Turks and Caicos since he arrived 3 years ago.
The TCI rugby team participated in the IRB7 qualifying match in the Bahamas back in 2007. Unfortunately, they were defeated 2-1 by the Guyanese team. Barrett says the team has a lack of young players and invited young interested players to come out and participate. Practice for the summer sessions begins on Saturday at 9 a.m. in front of the Mango Reef restaurant.